Malachi, Keldon, and Romeo, are they available?
Romeo's not, I don't think. Oh, Jeremy's not. Keldon's gonna decide. Who else did you say?
Malachi.
I think he's in. I'm not sure.
Coach, your 2014 team is something that everybody's been trying to emulate. These Celtics are trying to kind of duplicate what you guys did. Why do you think teams haven't been successful in kind of replicating that level of offense?
Because Timmy, Manu, Tony, and Morris aren't out there. It had nothing to do with me or teaching this or that. You know, you get combinations of guys that really get it, and they got it.
What stood out most about your time with Derrick, and how have you seen him grow since coming to Boston?
You know, Derrick's a really special case of someone over time figuring out that he belongs, basically. You know, he started out in a small college situation, obviously, and matriculated to a Division I school, and then we got him, and in development he was just outstanding. He spent a lot of time before and after practices, and you know, summer leagues, and learning how to play. You know, he had the size, you can see. You know, he had the size at that position to do it, and the immediate thing that you could see was that he had an instinctive nose for the game. He understood how to play. Most NBA players don't know how to play. He did, and he added skill development on top of that. You know, he's been working a lot on his shot, ball handling, pick and roll, those sorts of things. And he just got better and better because he put so much time in. And then it was just a matter of convincing him that he did belong, so that his confidence would grow. And you've seen that continue, you know, in his time here in Boston. So he's a special young man.
I know you were thrilled to see Ime get the opportunity here. How disappointing was it for you to see how it ended, and how hard can it be? Ime's time here in Boston.
Oh.
And how hard can it be for a coach to bounce back into the league once they lose a job?
Well, Ime was and is and always will be a great friend, and so you can imagine that I was deeply disappointed and hurt for him, for everybody involved. It's a difficult situation for him, and my hope is that he will bounce back and find a home.
Pop, you've not been on the Hall of Fame ballot for this year. You didn't want to be. What went into telling the Hall of Fame folks that you wanted to be eligible for the first time this year? And what's that process like? Are you even thinking about this next weekend, the vote? I mean, I know you're probably not thinking about it, but what went into changing your mind and being on the ballot?
Jerry threatened me. Jerry's a pretty intimidating dude. I just maybe get it over with. I don't know. I just never. In all honesty, I always felt the Hall of Fame is like for, you know, Red Holtzman, Red Auerbach, and Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. And you put people's names in like mine, and you know, it's the SAT test, you know, which doesn't fit, that sort of thing. So it's just always, I've never felt like I really belong, to be honest with you. I'm not trying to be Mr. Humble or anything. I'm a Division III guy. I'm not a Hall of Fame guy. So it's just never really registered, and it always was embarrassing to think about, to tell you the truth. So, you know, a product of serendipity more than anything. So, you know, how much credit should I give for serendipity putting me here? So we'll see what happens.
Got a little Derrick White in you.
I'm sorry?
You have a little Derrick White in you.
I do? Well, he's an arrogant son of a gun.
How
He's
do you
always-
make him feel like?
He's always going like this, you know, and everything that kind of stuff. I'm sorry?
How did you make Derrick feel like he belongs?
You know, probably the same thing you or anybody else would have done. Repetition is important. Making him believe that you really believe what you're saying to him, showing him a lot of love. His coaching staff, you know, did the same thing. And then at that point, it's up to him, and that'll come with any success that he would have. And so when he'd have good games where he'd get 10 assists or he would score, he's also a good defender. He would do a good job defensively for us. He would take more charges than anybody on the team. I don't know if he's still doing that or not, but he did for us. And so it grew, you know, through that natural process. It's not just one point where it clicks.
Coach, with this young team that you have and the culture that you built over the years, do you talk to some of the younger kids about leadership and things like that? Is that something that evolves naturally, or?
Oh no, I talk to certain players all the time about that. The people that I think have that ability and over time that will continue to be Spurs. And even though they're young, you know, their body language, their comments in timeouts, their attitudes toward practice, toward a win, toward a loss, all that stuff is important in developing their leadership. So we make that part of their growth process and development for sure. Yeah. Anyone else? Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you.